Well, hello everyone and welcome to Andy Ford and Friends Show 4. Show flipping 4. And I'm really excited about this week because there's lots of comedy on the show. I love my comedy. How you doing? Everything alright? Keeping in contact with your family? It's getting a bit looser now, just to be careful what you're doing. But yeah, I've been chatting to Dad this week on the phone, obviously, because he's down in Devon. And everyone talks to me, Dad, by the way. He's like the centre of the family, like the hub. Agony aunt, maybe. The other night, an elderly uncle of mine rang him and said, Ern, I'm a bit worried. My wife is losing her hearing. And Dad said, well, check it out first. Do a test before you go to the doctor so you can get the right analysis. He said, what are you talking about? He said, right, well, stand behind your wife, about 15 feet behind or so. Ask her a question. If she doesn't reply, move a little bit further forward. Do it again so that when you go to the doctors you can say she can't hear from about 3 foot or something like that. He said, that's brilliant, I'll do it. And that night my auntie was cutting some carrots on the side of the kitchen. He stood behind her about 15 feet. He said, what's for dinner, lover? Nothing. Moved a bit further forward. What's for dinner, lover? About 10 foot behind her now. Nothing. Now he's panicking. He moves right up. He's on her shoulder. What's for dinner, lover? She said for the 3rd time, beef stew. Boom. Oh, beef stew, that takes me back. My dad's quite nostalgic, by the way. He likes things as they used to be. Don't like change. And he was moaning about a supermarket. I said, what's wrong, Dad? He said, well, they're selling eggs in a dozen packs. I said, right. He said, I've always bought eggs, half a dozen pack all my life. I don't want to buy a dozen. I want half a dozen pack of eggs, but they're not selling them. I said, well, they might one day. Anyway, a few days later, he rang up. He said, they got half a dozen packs of eggs back in the supermarket. I said, are you happy now? He said, I was so happy. I bought 2 packets. Anyway, his old mate rang him up the other day and they had a real laugh. He said he'd written the best and the shortest will and testament ever. And Dad said, right. He said, read it out then. He said, I, Harold Tucker, being of sound mind, have spent all my money. I just love that. You imagine the family sitting around. You know the expression, where there's a will, there's a relative. Boom. So I suppose the good old days for me really was when I was growing up as a youngster, and I was sort of inseparable from my cousin Stephen. Entered talent contests together. We used to play up the country lanes, which is where we discovered like our nearest farm, and I made mates with the farmer's son, Johnny. And I was staying there one night. The farmer burst into the bedroom. He says, Andrew, quick, grab a torch. Johnny, bring some towels. Your sister's giving birth in the barn. We all ran to the barn. I got a flipping torch. The farmer and his wife were delivering the daughter's a baby. And I'm holding the torch, scared to death. Anyway, baby comes out. Smacks the bottom, crying. Oh, thank goodness. It's all right. Hurrah. I think I'm going to have another baby. Right, so they deliver second baby. And what really stressful, the torch was quite heavy and everything. The second baby comes out crying, good, healthy, that's a good. I'm having another one, 3rd baby. I can't stand this now. 3 babies come out, and I thought, well, I'll never forget tonight as long as I live. 4 babies, another baby comes out. I thought, well, that's it, that's enough for me. She said, I think I'm having. I switched the torch off. They said, what are you doing? I said, I think it might be the light that's attracting them. Right, let's crack on, shall we? Here's a lovely lady you saw in the first of our shows, Andy Ford and Friends, Bristol's very own Francesca Carly.
I did my best to notice when the call came down the line. Up the platform of surrender, I was broad but I was kind. And sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door. Close your eyes, clear your heart. Cut the cord. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Or are we dancer? dancer? Are we human? Or are we dancer? Are we human? Or are we dancer?
Yes, Francesca Carly, fantastic. What a great version of a Killers song. And if we can get out on the road in the autumn, fingers crossed, you'll see Francesca Carly on some of my shows. Exciting, huh? Right, on this show, we love to bring you a variety. Will you please get ready for some gravity-defying moves as I present to you Aerialist Heidi Nicola Harris.
Je t'aime avec tout mon cœur quand tu danses avec moi. Mon chéri, je pense que je t'aime avec tout mon cœur quand tu danses avec moi. Mon Dieu, je veux t'embrasser maintenant quand tu danses avec moi. Mon Dieu, je veux t'embrasser maintenant quand danse avec moi. Mon ami, prends-moi pas de main quand tu vas regarder moi. Quand tu danses avec moi. Dance with me, my Valentine. To these beastly beats, it's a love divine. Dance with me, my Valentine. To these beastly beats, it's a love divine. Oh, take my hand, hold me close, my Valentine. Keep me in your pocket, you're my mysterious man. Take my hand, measure this infinity. Keep me in your pocket, take me to infinity. Hold me close, my Valentine. Keep me in your pocket, you're my mysterious man. Take my hand, measure this infinity. Keep me in your pocket, take me to infinity. Hold me close, my Valentine. Keep me in your pocket, you're my mysterious man. Take my hand, measure this infinity. Keep me in your pocket, take me to
Wow! Wow! And what's the other word? Oh yeah! Wow! Heidi Nicola Harris, how fantastic was that? What an asset she'd be to a variety show or a panto. Any bookers watching, check her out. Right! And now this. This is a brand new feature where I get a chance to perform some of my favourite gags for you. Now this one I learnt about when I was in Barbados on a cruise ship. I was reading a magazine and I read this gag. It was in the Barbadian dialect. It was hilarious. So being me, I translated it into West Country. Look, I've been doing this gag for years and I flipping love it. And it's nice to come to a happy occasion because we lost David Edwards. A lot of you know David Edwards, the farmer in our village, early 50s. That's funny, is it? Every time I mention death, this lady loves it. He was early 50s, a great farmer, outstanding in his field. Not when he died. Oh, when he, no. So, he's lying on his deathbed now, early 50s. He said, Marion's his wife, typical farmer's wife, married to a farmer. She did everything she could to help family. She sold eggs, obviously very popular down the IVF clinic. And between them, everyone in the village knew him, everyone loved him. Now he's on his deathbed, early 50s. She's mopping his brow. I'll show you what it's like. He did have a big head. Oh, hilarious. Mop. He said, Marianne, I think I'm about to go and meet my makers. He said, I think you are, my love. I think you are, Mop. He said, I can't go meet the Lord, Marianne, until I confess something to you. My loving wife, she said, don't say a word. David, save your breath, my love. He said, I can't meet the Lord without confessing I had an affair with your best friend, Marjorie. She said, I know, David, 1983. I'm aware. But I'm here now, it's me. He said, and you always have been my love. He said, I can't go until I tell you more. She said, rest yourself, David. He said, I gotta tell you. I slept with your sister. She said, 1992. I'm aware, David. But I'm here now. He said, you always have been. Mom. He said, Marianne, I'm going to tell you what. You don't have to say nothing. He said, Marianne, I slept with your mother. She said, no, that's why I poisoned you. Did you enjoy that? Now, allow me to introduce you to one of my bestest mates in the business, Arnold Gutbucket. We've travelled the world together doing gigs. He's a great guy. We've even written some sitcom scripts together and stuff. I think he's brilliant and very, very different. Here's a brilliant song that he's written about the position we find ourselves in at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Arnold Gutbucket.
Try to save the whole world, but no one who cares is going anywhere to try to save the whole world, but no one who cares is going anywhere to try to save the whole world. Lockdown is a stressful time, filled with domestic dramas, not bathing much or cutting hair, and living in pajamas, pajamas. trying recipes that claim to make me fit. Must be a typo, cause I'm getting fat. And I'm wondering what to do now the meat's run out. And I'm looking over yonder for the neighbor's pets. I wonder, it's a very tasty looking cat. We're going stir crazy. We're going stir crazy. We're going stir crazy. You wanna go out? But no one who cares is going anywhere to try to save the whole world. Working down my list for the DIY, binging box sets on TV, and all the literature I've been meaning to read. I'm looking over yonder, the bookcase I will ponder. I'm on Janet and John, book 3. We're going stir crazy. We're going stir crazy. We're going stir crazy. But no one who cares is going anywhere to try to save the whole world. Waiting for the madness to finally end. Life at home is getting quite touchy. Does anybody know about disposing of a body? I don't know, why don't you go and look it up on We're going stir crazy. We're going stir crazy. We're going stir crazy. But no one who cares is going anywhere to try to save the whole world. And when it's all over and it's all settled down, and you can be with more than two, and being tactile is the norm again. There's people over yonder who've seen the heart responder, and you confirm the same for you. We're going stir crazy. We're going stir crazy. We're going stir crazy. But no one who cares is going anywhere to try to save the whole world.
Arnold Gutbucket, did you enjoy that? Fantastic. Look, he wrote that, he sang it, he recorded it, he filmed it, he edited it all by himself. Just a genius, that guy. Oh, nearly forgot, ladies and gentlemen. It's now Comedy Legend time. Allow me to introduce you to Miss Pauline Daniels, female stand-up comedian from the 1980s on British television. She was a trailblazer, really. She led the way for people like Joe Brand to follow through French and Saunders. She was there first, and she's still doing it today, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Pauline Daniels.
And thanks, Andy, for letting me do this. It's great to be with you on a Sunday and great to see a variety show. Oh, we so miss them. Don't we just, eh? Anyway, thought I'd let you know a little bit about myself. I'm 6 months older than my teeth. I was born in a place called Birkenhead. Yes, lovely little fishing village on Merseyside. Moved to Liverpool. Moved to Liverpool purely because I was attacked in Birkenhead at the shopping centre. A woman in her 80s. Oh, she spat at me, she pulled me hair, she kicked me. I said, well, keep your bloody handbag. Anyway, as a kid growing up, I understand the kids these days are a little bit, dodgy. I mean, what's that thing the kids get in McDonald's? Yeah, fat. I know what it's like to be fat. I was a fat kid. Oh, yes. I had a swimming costume with a blowhole in it. But they've got no manners, kids, today. I was in church the other day, right, and there's a kid sat next to me, and the collection plate came along, and a fiver fell off, and he stuck his foot on it. I went, hey, you, foot off. He went, no, you, foot off. I saw it first. I've been married 4 times, yeah. It's not so much I like wedding cake, it's just that, well, I like a nice frock. And basically, you get married the first time, don't you, for love, and the second time you marry for money, and the third time, well, it was in Las Vegas, so I thought, well, that's not such a bad holiday, is it really? It's been traumatic, though. I mean, my first husband, may he rest in peace, soon. He divorced me because I was too short. Well, that and adultery. Which wasn't my fault, because the doctor said a woman my age should be on HRT, and I thought it meant husband replacement therapy. I was having a ball. Second husband was weird. I should have known. He invited me home to meet his mother and his sister, and it was the same bloody woman. He had a heart attack, and I wrote for an ambulance. We had a suicide pact, yeah. He took loads of tablets, and suddenly I felt a lot better, so never bothered. He went missing. The police knocked on the door. He said, I'm sorry, you're going to have to prepare yourself for the worst. I went, oh no. I haven't got to go to Oxfam and get his clothes back, have I? He said, no, we found your husband floating in the River Mersey, and he's got 4 lobsters hanging off his underpants. What shall we do? I said, well, you have 2. I'll have 2, and chuck him back and see if we get anything tomorrow. The third time I got married, I thought I'd marry a man who's a bit older because they look after you, but then bits go wrong, don't they? Like, for instance, he needed cataracts, which was great because it meant he could actually see me again, and then he had 2 brand new knees, which meant that he could actually chase me again, and the only sad thing was, once he caught me, he'd forgot what the bloody hell he wanted me for in the first place. He moaned about everything. After he'd had his knee operation, I realised you can't drive, so I drove everywhere. He moaned about everything. He moaned one day because I never got out the car, opened the door, and let him out. Well, I'll be honest with you, I panicked and swam to the surface. He suffered from that terrible disease, you know, that alcoholic constipation. Couldn't pass the pub. He was on his way out the door one day, and I said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the pub. I said, before you go to the pub, could you do us a favour? He went, well, I said, will you mow the lawn? It's a disgrace, the neighbours are laughing. He went, no, I'm going to the pub. I said, oh, please. He went, I'm going to the pub. I went, all right. He went, hey, does it say gardener on there? 3 days later, he's on his way out the door, and I said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the pub. I said, before you go, could you do me a favour? He went, what now? I said, you know that spare bedroom, that one wall needs a lick of paint. Could you do that? He went, no, I'm going to the pub. I said, the paintbrushes are clean and everything, and the paint's there just waiting for you. He said, I am going to the pub. I went, all right. He went, hey, does it say painter and decorator on there? 3 days later, he come in, he went, what's that smell? I said, paint. He said, where from? I said, spare room. He went up, had a look. He went, bloody hell, that's fabulous. I said, never mind that. Look out the window, look at the lawn, look how good that looks. He went, that's fabulous. He said, who's done this? I said, you know that 28-year-old lad who lives over the road? You know the one. He's got a 6-pack as opposed to your party bucket. Well, he knocked on the door this morning and asked did I have any little jobs he could do, so I told him, and he did them. He said, well, what did he charge you for that? I said, well, he said I could either take him upstairs and give him the best afternoon sex he's ever had in his life, or I could bake him a cake. He said, well, what did you do? I said, does it say Mary Berry on there? I hope you've had a giggle from me, Pauline Daniels. Stay safe, look after each other, and good night, God bless.
Did you enjoy that? The fantastic Pauline Daniels, way ahead of her time. Legions of fans, including Ken Dodd. He used to call her Lady Daniels and told her that she walked like a strumpet. She really liked that. Okay, moving on. Last act of the show. Absolutely brilliant. One of my favourite comedy double acts. Loads of energy. Very, very funny. And some of my bestest mates. We've spent a night or two relaxing in a tavern somewhere in the globe after our shows. Oh, they're brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. It's the Harper Brothers.
I've never met a girl that makes me feel the way that you do. You're alright. Whenever a master makes a man dreams real, it's it that you do. You're out of sight. So be fine, we'll fall far. Look out, baby, cause here I come. And I'm bringing you a love truth, so get ready, so get ready. I'm gonna try to make you love the truth, so get ready, so get ready. Here I come, get ready, cause here I come. My way, get ready, cause here I come. If you wanna play hide and seek with love, let me remind you, it's alright. The loving you're gonna miss and the time to take and find it, it's out of sight. So fatally deep, fatally dark, but look out, baby, cause here I come. And I'm bringing you a love that's true, so get ready, so get ready. I'm gonna try to make you love me too, so get ready, so get ready. Here I come, get ready, cause here I come. My way, get ready, cause here I come. Dance! Get ready. What an act he is. Woo! Cool, yeah. If you wanna play hide and seek with love, let me remind you, it's alright. The loving you're gonna miss and the time to take to find it, it's out of sight. So be fine, fall, look out, baby, cause here I come. And I'm bringing you a love truth, so get ready, so get ready. I'm gonna try to make you love me too, so get ready, so get ready. Here I come, get ready, cause here I come. Get ready, cause here I come. So get ready, cause here I come. So get ready, cause here I come. Come on. Social distance, social distance. Yes! Wait for the, no, wait for the applause to die down.
It died a long time ago.
They're dead. They're dead.
Thank you very much, thank you.
I'll tell you what, it's a pleasure.
Social distancing.
How are you, my friend?
Was that a bit close?
You tend to do that.
Hey?
You tend to lean on me a lot in this act.
Lean on you.
Oh, listen. I was thinking then during the act, I thought, look out there, the people sat at home, especially the women, are looking, watching this, thinking, look at him there singing them songs. Little harmonies on top. Look at the way he puts them on, little harmonies on top. He can sing, he can harmonise, he can dance.
Dance?
Yeah, dance.
Dance? What's that like?
That's just
very camp, isn't it?
not camp.
It is camp.
Learn that.
Very showbiz.
It's not camp, ladies and gentlemen. That is literally like, straight away, I'm there.
It's not a full shilling. Right, but the thing is, you can't dance, can you?
Of course I can dance.
Can you, man?
I can't.
There's only one person.
It's got the giggles in.
There's only one person.
Who?
There's only one person in our family who can dance.
Sorry?
There's only one person in our family who can dance. You know who that is?
Who's that?
Me. So I'm going to do some dancing tonight.
Hang on, seriously, there's no one here. Are you doing this now?
I'm going to do it for the viewers.
You're showing off for people out there.
I'm going to show you.
You're showing off.
I'm going to show you.
Breathe in. Okay. Yeah.
I'll be out with that.
You're going to show. You're going to show down tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Get back.
I'm going to try and concentrate.
I'm doing it. Get back.
Right, get back. I've got to press the track.
Some beautiful dancing.
Yeah.
At home, it was a little bit. I'll show you dancing like this when you're ready. It's not. You're doing this. You're a crazy fool. I'm having a go. Hello. Hey! Hold on. What the hell's that? I'll leave it, good night. It's like that way, eh? Ridiculous. Cheating. Come on. Don't touch me. No! Hey!
Wow, sensational, the Harper Brothers, and they are from rather an elite show business background. Their dear old dad is Bobby Ball, Cannon and Ball fame. Wow, they're doing the family proud, aren't they? Absolutely brilliant. Well, that's our show for this week. I hope very much you've all enjoyed yourselves. See you next week if you like. That's a good idea, isn't it? Bye, everyone.